everyone, and welcome back to Griffin. It's the start of October, and we're running on a slow speed because the objective in this episode is to show a little bit of the behind the scenes activity, and specifically I want to set up a couple of Autodrive loops, and so I just thought I would record those in case anybody's interested, and therefore not have that sort of Autodrive development embedded in the next episode. So we'll just sort of work through this reasonably quickly and then come back to the real October day in the next episode to do the harvesting. So to bring up our Autodrive menu, it's left Alt and then 0, and I want to turn on a couple of things. I haven't used Autodrive in this vehicle, so I need to pull the quarter speed down, and I need to where are we here? Unload fill levels is not necessary. The line heights are above the tractor, that's fine. Switch to markers. Auto connect, no. So I'm just checking that these are going to work the way I expect. So AJ's done a pretty good job with AI splines and set a bunch of things up. So he's got a little loop going over there. There's a car park up there. And we can come out actually on a separate path down to here. And that doesn't necessarily loop round again. That heads out into the field, so that'll be fine. Follow this around here. The blue, if you're not familiar, it denotes a two-way path. This road really isn't wide enough for a practical separate paths. But the thing I do want to do down the bottom here is duck into this driveway to make the loop up to the water source. And so let's make that connection. We'll have a trailer on, so I think if we record here, can make the corner the way we like. Follow this up to the water source up here. It just stops there, so that's all right. So we're going to record and move forward. And I just want to skirt the edge of the water here. Which we'll label for now as water fill, and loop back to the end of that two-way road section. So we'll get to around about here. Go to the next, where we will stop recording and we'll connect you up. Now, if we go back to the house, we need to connect this to our roadway. So you can go down to there and why do you only want to go the wrong way? It's very interesting. So this is a difficult turn. It's full lock for me. We'll see how it goes. We may have to modify this a little bit. Turn the record off. What was that? And off here. On to there. And we'll just pull these across just to reduce how severe that turn is. So that should do it. And I think the easiest path to use is to create another loop. And we can worry about a track for it afterwards. But we can loop down the hill here. And provide enough room to get round. With any luck, that will pull the trailer through the fill point. So if we just imagine we'll put our water fill marker here. So this will be our one water. Okay. And then we can continue on and connect you up to here. Right. So if we just want to give that a quick test run, so drive to the water fill point. That should be fine. Doesn't appear to. And that's all right there. Can still pull the speed back a little bit. So it should swing out to the right. Might be a bit extreme. Oh no, that's the return leg. I read that wrong. So that turn in there is quite all right. We'll zoom up to the water point. So now I would only look to adjust this if the tanker, these aren't putting the water tanker sufficiently in the water to fill. Given where it's stopping, it may not. So we may need to just move this one a little bit further forward. We could switch it on to a different node, but just to make sure that the tanker's in the water. So now the other thing we need is just to put loop down at the animal dealer. I suspect, based on what I've seen, that AJ will have put some splines down to service that, so that the AI works pretty well. But I'm keen to make sure that we can set a couple of waypoints and drop things off as we desire. So in particular, what I want to be able to do is run the trailer down here to oops, brakes a bit heavy. Let's get back in the vehicle. I want to be able to run down here to get the cows, because that'll be a monthly trip to pick up half a dozen calves. So I don't want to have to do that in full in every episode. That seems it would be become a little tedious. Now, so interestingly, there's no spline down this road. So our choice is, do we make a spline going to or coming back? I'm not sure that I have a strong preference. What's on the other side of the railway here? I suspect the reason for that is that there is no signal there. So, let's see. I think what I'd like to do, given the setup here, is drive forward to here. Allow for the fact that we've got a trailer, so turn record on. Just come past that node and drive forward just enough to have any trailer we're towing clear the entrance there. And so then I want to back and I want to back into the animal section. And let's get there. We'll probably do. We might have to play again with the positioning of this label, but this is animal buy point. Okay. Then drive forward. And we want to go back onto our roadway. And I think we'll make use of this course. Now while I'm here, whoops, I forgot to turn off record, so that's what happens. So now we've just got to pay attention to which red line tells us which waypoints we're connected to. And we can delete the ones that we didn't want. Right. So what I was about to say was the other thing that we want to be able to do here is drop bales. Now, depending on the trailer we're using, I think we'll use the same technique. The difference, just because it's safer, there's not a lot of turning room in there, but we'll create a different reversing course. So we'll come up to this node. We'll go back into record. Then back up. So from that node to there, we're then going to back up. But this time we're going to turn tighter so that we get that bale cell point. Okay, and that's bale. Sell animals. Can we do dealer? Yes. Bale sell animal dealer. Okay. And again, then we'll drive out and connect on. Just shoot out of the boot of the car. Right, so now we'll just run up here and make sure how this is connected to the main road, which is just here. So as I suspected, it's just a spline. So we need a few connections here. We need this one to go right. Yes, it will. We need this one. Not do that. That's there, like so. And we also need this one. Let's move him up a bit. Now that might not work very well. We'll just have to wait and see. How that goes. Control and right click allows me to nominate that this is the parking spot for this vehicle. So if I click the parking button, it will automatically bring the truck back to this point. So that can be quite useful. And you can obviously have a range of locations designated as parking locations for your different vehicles, including implements. When you're setting the implement parking spot, you've just got to make sure that in your little HUD up the top here, you've actually selected the implement. So in terms of today's setup, all I intend to do to finish off is just to validate that I can send this with a trailer down to the animal store. And that's probably when we get to the animal store is the point where we'll pick up the next episode. So I hope you found that little overview of some use, and maybe you learnt a trick or two. Maybe it was just all pretty straightforward. But the big asset test is, will it accept this instruction to drive to the animal buy point? No, it will not. So there is a connection issue somewhere down near that corner we got to before. And I don't know. I'm going to have to diagnose that. It's got to be the spaghetti at the T intersection, I suspect, because all of these are connected. We just drove back through there. The one feature I would like to see is the ability to tell me how far it gets before it can't reconcile the course. Now, so going down here, they're all connected. Where is it getting stuck? Still can't reach it. It'll be a road with a missing connection, or somewhere where maybe I've inadvertently deleted the connection between two waypoints. Let's see what happens at the end here. Oh, that's what the issue is here. That's Blind Freddy can see that one. So I've got an in road, but I don't have an out road. We want you over there like so. Still can't reach it. Huh. Yeah, that all looks fine. The only other thing I can think of, I've encountered this before on the base game maps, is where there is a point on the other side of a railway line. The system gets confused trying to navigate across the railway. That appears to be the issue here. Whilst it's all connected, is it connected? Yes, it is connected. Still can't reach it. What have I done here? So you can go up to there. You can go up to here. You can go up to there. Where's the reversing course? Comes off here. Ah, that's what the problem is, right there. So you can see my reversing course is not actually connected to my arrival. So if we do that, shows you how easy it is to make that error. Now it can, how about that? It can resolve the, let's go and see how well he does backing in here. I didn't pull him forward far enough. You can see it'll get there. And it's reached the buy point. Excellent. So all we want to do to finish that off is get a vantage point where we can just stretch that out a little bit. So it's this one here and that one there. Because we want him pulling up further before he starts to reverse. Okay. So if we do it again, it will back in. There we go, it's much closer to the track, and if it had been travelling, it would have made it fine. So it pays to create just a little bit of separation between your up and back courses so that it doesn't pick up the wrong waypoints. But there you go. So thanks for watching. I'll see you shortly. See ya.